Well, thanks for taking care of me. I felt very good. I'm not easy. Oh well, thanks for taking care of me. I felt I see you. I'm not easy. I say thanks isn't finding fate so funny. I felt I see you. That seems easy, easy. You're alright, but I wanna keep your dog. This is the last night unless you let me keep your dog. I know you want me close, but when you're gone it's her I miss the most. I'd rather keep your dog. On the night that it was over, I said I'll drive out to Culver City. That seems easy, easy. Well, the west side's not my favorite. Do ya know a spot where we can grab tea? Don't bring Iggy, or I won't leave. You're alright, but I wanna keep your dog. This is the last night unless you let me keep your dog. I know you want me close, but when you're gone it's her I miss the most. I'd rather keep your dog. Never been so insincere, so messed up I want her here. Proud of punk and unexpected, but I think that she and I connected. You're alright, but I wanna keep your dog. This is the last night unless you let me keep your dog. I know you want me close, but when you're gone it's her I miss the most. I'd rather keep your dog. I'd rather keep your dog. I recorded the whole thing with the Bart Simpson. Ay, caramba.
Damn it, I'm muted too. Tonight, everybody, we are delving in, as you can see behind me, the Illuminati. We're going to be talking about the Illuminati. We're going to talk about different Illuminati conspiracies, and we're going to have fun doing it. But I'm not going to do it alone. I definitely have some friends here with me. So let's bring up Jack first. Yeah, I was muted. Thanks, guys. What's up, Jack?
Can you see me?
I can.
I can't see myself. Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you. Old guy, 65, welcome in. Iowax, good to see you, bro. The links, I'm going to pin the link to the
I can't.
top of
I'm
the
going to have
chat.
to come back in and come back out. There's something really weird going on. I see
Okay.
myself down here. I'm black on my screen.
No, you're fine here, so. All right, go out and come back in. It's got to be on your end. Towels, good to see you. Axe and Nacho, Wayne Hacker, good to see everybody. Axiom, Lady Sky, TV, good to see you. This will be an open panel debate tonight. So you guys down there are welcome to come up and give your opinions on the Illuminati. Now, I did do some research. I've been researching all day, and I got quite a few articles that I think are going to be really cool. Can you see yourself now, Jack?
Yeah, good. But can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Unfortunately, we
John
can see you
Cena.
and hear you.
I just wanted to let you guys know that song at the beginning was from a band called Illuminati Hotties, and I dropped their YouTube channel in the chat there. I thought they were pretty cool, and what better to have an Illuminati show than the Illuminati Hotties? You know what I'm saying? It makes sense.
Yeah, no, I dig them. From what I heard, the kind of pop rock, indie pop rock sound, dig it.
Yeah, and I
And
heard,
you know, Wayne came in here and said I win again. I'm assuming because it said, you know, well, because it was females singing. I don't know. I love singers.
I think it meant because you said first.
Oh, damn it. Good. Yeah, I wasn't saying I was sexist or anything.
exactly, the Illuminati.
You know what?
Ramsey,
I'm gonna
it's
do
good to
this
see you, man.
all. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying hi to the people in chat.
There's a lot of stuff happening behind the scenes. I will say that, you know, before the show, Clay was sharing some things with me, and I was making a lot of packs. I'll leave it at that. And if this site gets cut off, well. But,
I see. Make stupid people famous is watching us.
then why haven't I
Make
got
stupid people famous? Good to see you, man. Okay, well,
Ren-
first,
Yeah.
go ahead. Was you gonna say
No, I was
something?
gonna say I ran Zenith and IO Walks, but go ahead.
Now, this is an open panel discussion, so if you guys have any questions, then you are welcome to come down. I'll also drop the links to the different URLs that I will be showing you. Hey, Tony Howie, good to see you, my friend.
But if you
but
disagree with any of us, you're wrong. Just to let you know.
But the first one I want to bring up is what is the Illuminati? This comes from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. And it says, capitalize in any of various groups claiming special religious enlightenment, persons who claim to be unusually enlightened, and 3 would be the elite. Now, if you're curious what the elite is, the elite, the choice part or the cream, maybe like the cream of the crop, some may say.
Oh.
The best of a class, the socially superior part of society, a group of persons who by virtue of position or education exercise much power or influence, and a typewriter type providing 12 characters to the linear inch.
Yeah, that's the one we're going to focus on today. The typewriter.
So that's from
Typewriter.
the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. From there, I thought we'd go over to the Britannica.com because they do a little more in-depth into the subject. Fall protective head covers, that's it. Says Illuminati mean the descendants of the Templars who ultimately funded the Revolutionary War on the American side? See? And the father of the typewriter never attended school.
Also, I think this makes Ren more qualified than any of us up here. Said not coming up because of the amount of alcohol consumed.
And by the way,
Fair
just to let everyone know, all links have been checked. Just to let you know, all links have been checked.
Yes, I will no longer be opening fresh Google links during the show. It'll be against the
Why
code.
is that, Clay? I'm curious.
Well, stuff happened. All right, so this comes from, here, let me zoom this in a little bit for you guys. This comes from Britannica.com here. That's not a bad deal for raspberries, I must say. What does the name Illuminati refer to? The plural of the Latin word illuminatus, meaning enlightened, is a name that has been in use since the late 15th century and has been applied to various groups since then. Members of these groups claim to be unusually enlightened, with the light attributed to a higher source or to an exalted condition of the human intelligence. The doctrines, the practices, and rituals of Illuminati groups are generally shrouded in secrecy. The Bavarian Illuminati adopted a cipher for communicating with each other, while the Rosicrucian order claimed to be bound to secrecy for 100 years from their foundation. The doctrines of these groups had a number of different ideology influences, including Christian, Gnosticism, and Egyptian Hermeticism. The Bavarian group wanted to create a religion of reason. They were generally met by censorship and resistance from the state. Many members of the Alumbrado movement in the early 16th century fell victim to the Inquisition, and the Bavarian group was eventually shut down by the government. So this goes, when people think of the Illuminati, they think of like the Beatles, stuff like that.
Beyonce.
Beyonce,
Jay-Z.
Now the Illuminati goes way, way back. I mean, to the 1500s. Even.
Right.
I mean, and that's just from the first, documented. So we don't know, how long they were before then.
All of our like systems and structures, where you're talking about religion or you're talking about government, it's basically all can be traced back to the Illuminati. So it's wild. I don't think Illuminati exists the way people think it does, with Rihanna and her Super Bowl halftime show being a performance for the Illuminati, and Sam Smith being in on the Illuminati and his videos being all like messages. I think that's all for the shock value. But no, as far as there being the elite and the Illuminati, that has always existed. And I think there's always going to be, no matter what kind of group you're talking about, what type of people you're talking about, there's always going to be the elitist, or the group that wants to be the elite, that is basically not allowing all to be included. So,
but my question is it necessary?
Sean wants to know who is the Illuminati. You still can't grasp that. That's what we're trying to find out, my friend.
But my thing is too, is it necessarily a bad thing? If we are so bad, as humans, why is it wrong that there's a hierarchy? I think maybe the people that actually think it's a bad thing are the ones that are jealous because they haven't gotten in. I think that's where it's been twisted. It kind of goes back, like people who don't like Christians, will just be like Satanists just for the hell of it, and they start all this other bullshit. So I don't know.
Well, what are the origins of the Illuminati? Though the term Illuminati has been most closely associated with the 18th century movement for Republican free thought in Bavaria, the word has in fact been in use since the late 15th century to refer to various groups. One of the early Illuminati groups was the Alumbrados, the Enlightened Ones, whose movement began in Spain in the 16th century and had ideological roots in Gnosticism. A very early leader was Maria de Santo Domingo, a prophet and mystic who claimed to converse directly with Jesus Christ and the Virgin Mary, and was tried under the auspices of the Inquisition. Many Alumbrados later fell victim to the Inquisition, and Saint Ignatius of Loyola was charged with having sympathies with the Lombardo movement. Another early group associated with the Illuminati was the Rosicrucians, who came to public attention in the early 16th century but claimed to go back to the 1422. Much of what is known about them comes from their earliest extant text, Fama Fraternitas, first published in 1614, which describes the journey of the founder Christian Rosenkreutz. Krutz? What? He wants to help. Can you hear him? Ollie wants to help. So the Rosicrucians claim to go back to 1422.
Yeah.
Old guy says Galileo started the Society of Enlightened Ones.
But again, is it why? I mean, why is there this stigma of it being so bad? That's what I would like to know. Like, why? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to find out.
I'll drop.
If that's the thing, is if we're a free society and we're all, equal, then why would there be, this Illuminati making the decisions? And
Because
you
someone
know,
has to have a purpose.
but if the smaller number is making the decisions for the greater numbers, that's completely against what at least America is supposed to be about.
Says
So,
you.
well, if you go back to what is written about what America is about. Constitution. I mean, it's not about we the minority that actually control everything. It's about we the people. So that's why it's wrong. It's just like with anything. Think of any a group that considers themselves elite and better than others, and so you've got the masses doing their thing, and then you got this little group over here that thinks that they are better than those others, looking down on those others, not including those others, not wanting to partake in what the others are doing. It's it's human nature, but does that make it right? No, and it's
But
not a
my
good thing.
question is, what if they are? What if they are better?
So greed is good. Is that what you're saying?
Who
Greed
says
is
who
good
says it's not? Who
because
says it's not? Why? Because it's part of the commandments? Because a man
no,
said it years ago?
because greed is about the individual. So if you believe in the Illuminati and you think the Illuminati is good, and if you think greed is good, then basically those are all the basis for Satanism. So are you a Satanist? Do you believe that the individual and what the individual wants is more important than what the masses want or what the masses should get? So,
But we are our own God. We are powerful over ourselves. Chad. Am I wrong?
I just think that greed drives any sort of elitism. It's about I have my piece of the pie. I want more of
What up,
my
Mitch?
pie, and I don't want to share my pie. So
And what is wrong with not sharing? If you don't want to share it, what is wrong with that?
it's
guys
not.
welcome,
It
old guy
doesn't.
Mitch.
It doesn't help the masses. So it's just is morally corrupt.
We're literally talking about the Illuminati and there's goats.
You know, when a lot of people overlook the fact that when you're dealing with the Illuminati, you have to trace backwards to its roots. And as you're looking at the roots, you find that vanity and greed were behind the whole thing. The whole Illuminati thing was a deception that was perpetrated on the people so that the ruling class could control the masses and keep them illiterate and in the dark and poor. It was a scheme the
Exactly.
whole time.
Exactly.
Truman and his people tried the same thing with the New Deal. Most people never read the New Deal when Truman wrote it, when Truman got it published. But the New Deal was the same thing: one world government, one world religion. That's what the Illuminati started as.
Right.
When
Exactly.
when Galileo started the Society of Enlightened Ones, the Pope was in there with him. They were meeting on the church grounds, literally in a tower in the Vatican. That there's a door that goes from the Pope's room all the way across to the tower. And Galileo and all the brains of that time, and there was even a few women involved in it that don't get much notice because they were women. But they were all teachers and scholars and doctors and lawyers and stuff like this. But they were working on a scheme to better society in a way that countermanded the government and the things that the government were doing. But when they realized what they were up to, they labeled them as a cult and forced them underground and forced them to change their strategy. That's how you ended up with the Bavarian Illuminati and the Rosicrucian Brotherhood and all these other things. But when you follow the trail all the way backwards, you find out that all of this stuff originated in ancient Canaan. It was what they were doing is just on a grander scale. Canaan was a small place, but they did the same exact thing. They had a group of people behind the government that controlled everything. The same thing Rothschild did with Kaiser Wilhelm. He told Kaiser Wilhelm, he said, when Kaiser Wilhelm asked him what he wanted, he said, "You stay on the throne. Let me be the power behind the throne. You give me control of the money, and I'll show you how to take over the world." And that's exactly what he did. He formed the banking industry that we have today. And he reeled in Rockefeller, DuPont, Brown, Berryman and Company, and J.P. Morgan Guarantee. He created a corporation of people that control the world. Rockefeller, with Standard Oil, got the mineral rights to all the oil that comes out of the ground everywhere except Russia and Cuba. You can't pump oil or manufacture oil without paying Rockefeller. You can't make anything out of petroleum without paying DuPont. You can't get any
Right.
money without Rockefeller okaying it. Brown Berryman and Company and J.P. Morgan, they're the lenders. The money goes right around in a circle to the same 5 families. It don't go nowhere. But it's not really money. They're all promissory notes. So
They cycled over.
we're working on the principles that destroyed everything from the very beginning, vanity and greed. But
So
that's
who
what
says the Lord Worshipful Rothschild was a bad man when he wanted to probably help his family and his family alone?
exactly. But he wasn't a bad man. He was just trying to live, and he figured out
What
the
kind of
best way.
deal? What kind of deal would you have made?
But me, I'm solo. I can do without. I'd ra- I'd rather be happy and comfortable in my own skin than bow down to the masses. Because if
Right.
you bow down to the masses, then you're following them, and you're not thinking for yourself. You're not free anymore because, like Adolphus Huxley said, democracy is a prison without walls, and people are happy to be in it because somebody tells them what to do. I refuse to have somebody tell me what to do. I'm a grown man. I can think for myself. I've lived 57 years, a long, hard life. I've seen some stuff that I would even wish on my worst enemy.
But
So,
what if there was someone or an organization that came to you and said, "Listen, old guy 65 Mitch, I can make things easier for you. All you have to do is this one thing or several."
and you know
You're
what I tell,
are you saying
you know what
okay?
I tell him?
What?
First of all, I tell him there ain't nothing you can do for me. First of all, because God did everything He needed to do for me, because He got me up this morning. I can make it from now. There's
Yeah.
there's
You
no
can't
amount of
argue with that.
there's no amount of money you can
Can't
offer
argue
me
with that.
because I don't have a price. You can't offer me money. You can't put a price on me because my freedom and my free thinking are worth more than any amount of money that you can offer me.
Huh.
Now, I want to bring this little video clip up from 2014 here.
Don't get copyrighted. Oh yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
And I just
The
Where is it at here? I just want to get this one part here.
Have you, like you don't know what it is. You don't know.
Let me back it up here just a little bit.
oh yeah, he straight up called it out.
Like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is.
Right? That's on the,
Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue.
He's poking the bear. That's not what you want to do.
Sometimes you have to poke the bear to make a change.
Yes, but what if it's not meant to be poked?
But,
How many gigs has he had since that interview?
Zero. But I understand where he's coming from because he's expressing his views on what he thinks. And, you know, everybody, even Buddha and everybody else was persecuted for what they thought. That's the thing about the world. When you don't agree with what the masses think you should agree with, you get persecuted. So you end up going full circle right back to where you started from, doing the same thing and getting persecuted all over again. But when you get to that point where you don't care how much they persecute you, and you got a message you want to get across, you got to be willing to stand in the fire. And he stood in the fire. And he still say what he say. And he doesn't care if you get mad at him. And you can't fault him for that.
Now, my question is for, see, I'm a single father of 3. And if someone offered me something as glorious as that, as that lifestyle or whatever, truthfully, I'm not breaking character. I don't know if I could turn it down if it was for the safety of my children.
But think about it this way. Look at what the offer is, right? And carefully think about that offer first. And look at all the ins and outs. Look at it from the inside, then look at it from the outside. Don't make a rash decision because that offer might have a hook in it that you don't see. Because they tell you one thing and they give you this, and they tell you this is what you have to do for it. From that point on, now you on the hook to them because you in their pocket and they haven't paid you yet. So they're going to keep dragging you and give you a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and keep asking you to do more and more and more. The first thing you have to think about is your children. What are your children going to learn from this? What are they going to take away from it? What are you going to be able to tell them about your decisions? Why you did what you did? Are you going to be able to live with what you did in the long run? That's the question. It's not they offer you something and you have kids. Okay, I got 5. I put 5 kids through college without a legitimate government tax-paying job. I put my 3 sisters through school without a legitimate tax-paying job. There ain't no amount of money in this world that could make me sacrifice my soul for the profit of a man, because you don't end up with nothing. You end up sad, miserable, and alone at the end because you sold your soul out to mankind's false dream.
What do you got here?
This is what everybody came for, I do believe. This is.
But wait, real quick. Our astrology said, "Why are the children unsafe?" My children aren't unsafe. They're fine with me now. Before they weren't. If you know my story, I don't want to get too personal on the Satire show. But they were. I now they are safe. So no, my children are good.
And so you understand what I'm saying. It's
Yeah, absolutely,
about the
absolutely.
safety of the children and their future. The things that you do, you have to think about them. That's the same thing that the Illuminati deals with. It's the choices that they offer. Are they valid, or are they gonna hook you up in some kind of way where you ain't gonna benefit from it in the end, and you're gonna sell your soul for the profit of a man instead of realizing that life is simple. We make it complex because we're our own worst enemies because we overthink things. Instead of looking at it for what it is and dealing with it right then, we try to rationalize it away. You have to stop and think about it first. What is it? Why did it happen? How do I fix it? In every positive, there's a negative. In every negative, there's a positive. It's a learning experience. Without one, there's no other. And I'll tell you this from experience: live your life with no regrets, only learning experiences that you can pass on to your children. Because if you still have regrets, you didn't learn anything. Take those regrets and turn them into something positive and pass the things that you learned in your life on to them so that they don't make the same mistakes you made. They can pass them on to their children. That's what
Eh,
life is about, making a
oh,
community and a family.
absolutely. Old guy 65, Mitch. I'm assuming your name's Mitch.
Yeah, just call me Mitch.
Mitch, if you don't mind me asking, I'm sure Clay and Chad are wondering where did you find this show from? What channel?
Let's just say I happen to have like 9,000 friends on like 15 different places. And
Uh-huh.
I was talking to Hey Honey, and Hey Honey was telling me about some music one day, but she didn't know I had already been over here listening to it. I don't say a lot. I just sit and listen and observe. That's how you
Perfect.
learn.
Okay. No, cool. Well, we welcome you, Mitch, for hopping up on the panel for the first time, and probably the first time anybody up here sees you or hears you.
Yeah.
So thank you for
I
coming.
dropped in last Sunday when Tabitha and them were singing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't.
I was here
Oh,
last Sunday when
you mean
Tabitha.
you mean
Yeah,
Friday?
yeah, Friday, whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
yeah, I got
Okay.
so much
Okay.
shit. I got like I got like 5 phones going over here, a laptop, and I got this tablet. But I got a program running that scans for YouTube bots.
Okay.
Cause I ran into one. He's got like 100 different pages, and all he does is spam people and tries to porn bomb them.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah, I know a few people like
yeah,
that.
Clay. You know anything about that? I'm just curious.
Yeah, if you see it, it's Little Scotty, LilScotty, all in small letters. It's all one word, and he's got
Okay,
like
now
a
I have.
hundred
Okay.
different
Okay.
pages.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he's
Mitch.
probably in an Illuminati.
No,
Yes. All right.
he's
All
YouTube
right.
generated. He's YouTube generated.
All right. Okay. All right. Chad, let's get back on track here.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, he mentioned Tabitha. Tabitha Raines. Her new album came out Friday. Her
Yeah.
debut album, fantastic. Anybody that has not listened to it, look up Tabitha Raines on any of the streaming platforms. Make sure you get
Yeah,
that a
she's
listen.
amazing.
Old guy Mitch,
Yeah,
fantastic album.
yeah. I was listening. I was Lisa sent me a message this morning and told me good morning.
All
So
right.
what's
So
this?
what's up with Taylor Swift?
So this is what everybody came for because all conspiracies lead to Taylor Swift. We found that out. It seems to be the case every week. So number one on this list is that she is the Illuminati. Okay, conspiracy theories and the rest of the world have noticed that Taylor Swift loves the number 13, a significant number to the Illuminati. She was born on Friday the 13th of December 1989 and sometimes writes 13 on her hand during the live performances. Her first album featured 13 tracks and her Twitter handle has the number 13 in it. Ever heard of a lucky number 13?
I mean, whatever. She's a
So,
goddess. Leave her alone.
number two, Kanye initiated her into the Illuminati.
By
So,
disrespecting her?
no,
Disrespecting her? that day?
That might have been.
I watched that
might have
live,
been
yo.
That might have been a setup.
He talking about
Come
he
on.
made her what she is.
Right.
Yeah, embarrassing. Yeah, apparently Jesus is also in the cult, and since allegedly all incoming members have to be embarrassed in front of their peers as initiation, they planned it together. So
That's that. You know what? That makes
And her
fucking
legs are
sense.
insured for $40 million. Wow.
Yeah. But when you look at it though,
Wow.
on the surface it appears one way, but you can tell by her reaction that something was off about it.
So Taylor Swift is the Illuminati. I don't care what Clay was talking about. It all started with Taylor Swift. And I don't know if she was initiated by Kanye, because if she is the Illuminati, I mean,
think about it, guys.
started
She
with her.
Listen.
Let's
She
see what
bleeds
Kanye has to
4
say about
days
it.
a month and doesn't die.
Let's,
Boom.
let's see what Kanye has to say.
Now, that's a
about
good point.
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A guy.
Now Kanye's written his own cover story for Paper Magazine. Yep, that Paper Magazine. Kanye covers old ground in the lengthy piece, like his next level creativity and how innovative he is. Title launch joke about not look, maybe these rumors about Bey and Jay and Kanye are garbage, but we do want to note the definition of Illuminati: people claiming to possess special enlightenment or knowledge of something.
You know, I'm a creative genius, and there's no other way to word it.
We love ya, Yeezy, Illuminati or not.
Well.
But what do you guys think of Kanye's new piece in Paper Magazine?
I think I'm a creative genius.
I will give you guys a link to this article. It comes from MSN.com.
And this is
That way you can watch the
esoteric.
whole. You can watch
What
the
the hell?
whole thing yourself.
I'm gonna go block this guy. Or wait, I'm sorry. Do we know who this is?
Who?
It's Princess OPT. You almost got your ass
Oh,
blocked.
Princess is awesome. Princess is.
Yeah, but I just saw
Good to
the
see a princess.
name.
Oh no, she changes it. All the
Okay.
time.
Okay,
Next
my
time
bad.
you see her, it'll be something different.
It'd be like
Yeah, all good.
Jack Hunter.
As far as the Templars, Friday the 13th came unlucky because they were all arrested on Friday the 13th.
Yeah, they according to legend, they burned Jacques de Molay at the stake on Friday the 13th. That's one of the legends.
You should come up here, Blue. Blue's like a fucking encyclopedia himself.
I already told him to get his ass up here.
I just like the way the conversation was going. That's why I popped up.
Hell yeah! Well, we
It's-
are glad you're here.
There's very few panels that I actually come up on because most of them ain't got nothing to talk about.
Well,
Most of them just drama.
every
Yeah, I ain't
Sunday we talk about some sort of conspiracy. It's generally music based in some way, but you're welcome to come up anytime.
I'm about education. I'm not about dumb stuff. If I can't learn nothing, I'm not gonna waste my time.
Might not want to watch the past couple shows.
But even in saying that, you can still learn something.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
I seek the truth. I can wade through all the garbage and find the truth.
Well, we find the tooth anywhere we can here.
That is correct.
It's an inside joke, Mitch.
Yeah. No,
It's typo.
Yeah, I know you say you find the tooth.
Yeah.
I don't miss much. I might not say nothing, but I don't miss much.
That was good. Good one, bro. All right, what about Lil Nas X?
I don't know
Nas
about
X
it.
appeared in his first Met Gala in 2022. The pop singer made some interesting remarks about the event online, calling it an Illuminati ritual. Although Lil Nas X was probably kidding, or was he? Many fans in the comment section of social media accounts didn't know how they felt about this word choice. Illuminati ritual.
I mean, maybe that's why his song got taken off the country #1 because it was #1 in country music. And next thing you know, he made those remarks, and then all of a sudden it gets deemed not a country song. Huh.
But considering how old that song is, and it's always been a country song.
Old Town Road? No.
Yeah, Old Town Road. There's an original version of Old Town Road.
No, that's a cover song?
Yep, there's an original version of that.
Someone do some research. Throw some links.
I didn't know that either. I was talking to this old guy that lives across the street from me, and he was singing it. I said, "Man, what you doing singing Lil Nas X?" He said, "No." He said, "I'm singing the original version of it."
So you're saying he went double platinum gold vibranium on a cover song?
Well, he ain't the only one. There's more than just him that done did that. It's one of those weird things, like the dude that did the whistle for the Clint Eastwood movie. All them whistles he did, he barely got a dime for that stuff. A dude got him paid. He took his whistle. Just his whistles, and made a song out of him whistling, and got him paid. Just for that whistle. He got that whistle copyrighted for him.
You know who's a good whistler?
Oh yeah, Blue
Unicorn is a good
Is
whistler.
his ass down here? Are you about to bring him up?
I think he's down now. Yeah, he's down now.
Blue, get your ass up here. Stop being you.
Britney Spears. Nowadays, Britney Spears barely registers as a blip on anyone's pop culture radar. However, back in the early 2000s, early 2000s, there was no pop star bigger than Spears, and she had it in her hands, in the music, film, and clothing industries, not to mention numerous others. However, after her very public mental breakdown, it's unclear whether Britney would still be considered a member of the Illuminati or not. In fact, many conspiracy theorists believe that the organization may have been behind her personal and professional meltdown.
I can see that. I can see that.
And on a lighter note, exotic girls need reliable men.
Hey, you know what? Britney Spears is a goddess. And actually, I could bring up the video recently of her that she just got a new toy. Chad, why don't you share that on your screen? Her little twirling.
Blue says Britney Spears equals the Monarch Project.
No, you don't, Sean. Why would you want to be? No, you don't. You don't want to be her ex. Any guy that she gets with, obviously signs a prenup with her. Like, obviously.
All right, the Material Girl.
I can be her material. I don't mind that.
Before Britney was an American's biggest pop star, there was and would always be Madonna. Madonna's continued presence in pop culture is enough reason to think that she may be an Illuminati member. However, what gives this theory a little more credence is that she also used Illuminati imagery and symbols in many of her performances, including her one during the Super Bowl.
Oh, by the way, hi, Lord Spike Protein. I'm saying hi to you before you say you didn't say hi. I love Madonna. I fucking love Madonna. Always did. I had one of her black and white videos. I think I found a VHS tape of, and I think it was like when she showed some nips back in the day, and I would like watch that when I was like 7 or 8. I was a disturbed child. Leave me alone.
We need Blue up here, man. He is such an encyclopedia.
He's hanging out with Ostrich Man.
Especially, is he? I'd rather hang out with Ostrich Man than me myself too. So, Rihanna, you know, she was around all of them other guys. So Rihanna makes the list mainly because of the music video of her song "What Now," which is filled with Illuminati imagery. Additionally, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, She has also frequently and publicly flashed what is believed to be the Illuminati diamond hand symbol.
I'm pretty sure Rihanna in the very beginning was in a lot of circles, and I'm not talking about the circle. There was a lot of circles she was probably part of. Unfortunately, I was not one of those participants, but her songs are like insane from her first album to second album. You know, you go from "Come, Mr. Brady, put the record on the replay," and then it goes into SSSNM. Like I only like them big, if you know what I mean, type of shit. Like, how are you gonna go from fucking All American Girl to BDSM?
Well, no, I like how it actually says, if Hollywood was a real Illuminati, don't you think they would have been doing this in the 1980s with metal, death metal, and so on? I mean, who's to say that there aren't Illuminati members with 80s metal growing up? You know,
Look how many are coming back.
Like the Monsters of Rock. Look how many are still going, like Metallica, like even the Rolling Stones for that matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at Johnny, look at Ted Nugent and Alice Cooper and all them hanging out with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And who's to say Kiss and all of the basically rock gods of the past and that are still around too. So I mean, yeah, they're probably all in the club.
Like Mike Gohan says, like, I hope nobody is questioning their existence. I don't question their existence. That's the queen. Do not. I'm going to agree with a lot of the conspiracy theorists right here, but Lady Gaga is the queen. She's Mother Monster. Anything said about her in this taste is disrespectful.
All right, Lady Gaga.
Gaga said they made her like that.
We heard her music backwards. It's clear that she's in the Illuminati.
Apparently, the Illuminati just can't get enough female pop stars, can it? Lady Gaga's eccentric personality and odd fashion choices may make her seem like a questionable choice for an organization that prides itself on secrecy. However, with Gaga's intense and loyal fan base of little monsters, she's proven that she possesses the ability to control and influence a great number of people. Furthermore, many Illuminati symbols can be seen in her music videos and performances. Let me give you guys, I'll give you guys a link to where I'm getting all this.
Lady Gaga has always been a role model to a lot of people who's been different in their lives.
This comes from TVOvermind.com. So
I loved Lady Gaga from the first time I heard her song, the single. But what I loved most about her music was the ones that weren't hits, but then became hits, So it's like I see the huge transition from, her first album to Monster, So, but I mean, it's stretching it. It's really stretching it. Like maybe the first album was music that she was programmed to sing in order to get the contract, and
Hold on. Tom Purcell. Don't be starting no shit up in here, bro.
Hell. Do Illuminati wear boots?
Mitch, if you get it, our very first show was, it was do fairy wear boots, and there was a whole debate. But it lasted 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Told in the dark.
I bet that was a pretty good debate.
It was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah,
the whole question came up.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the one, I brought up the question just because Black Sabbath saying fairies wear boots doesn't necessarily mean that fairies wear boots.
Hey, you know something? My favorite song.
God damn it.
My favorite song is War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Yeah, I like War Pigs. It's pretty good.
That's my favorite song because it fits every generation as far back as you can go.
Now, we just did this Chad just did this
Michael
Jackson show last night. It says, prior to his death in 2009, it's widely suspected that Michael Jackson was a member of the Illuminati due to the imagery featured on his Dangerous album cover. Even more interesting, however, is that some people believe that after Jackson became too popular, the top leaders of the Illuminati influenced and manipulated the media to ensure that Michael Jackson's career, name, and reputation were ruined. Some even go as far as to believe that the Illuminati was complicit in killing Jackson to prevent him from speaking out publicly and to preserve the organization's secrecy.
Leave Michael alone. Okay. Dangerous was the first CD that I ever owned. And the first CD I got from Michael Jackson, Chad. And that CD was amazing. It was, every song was a hit on that album, but I don't think it exposed them. It was just, I think artistically, maybe he could have done something differently, but it was Michael Jackson. You know, like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
All right, dead air.
This one definitely. Bill
Yeah.
Clinton.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I'm not too sure how convinced I am that Bill Clinton is an Illuminati member. It's just the fact that the idea of him being one entertains me so much that I had to put him on the list.
Hey,
It says
I know.
reportedly there
Where's
are
his wife?
photographs of Clinton using Illuminati hand gestures similar to Rihanna. Additionally, Clinton is also rumored to be an illegitimate descendant of the Rockefellers, who people claim were an incredibly important and powerful Illuminati family. Maybe Bill's powerful Illuminati connections will help cement Hillary's win if she decides to run for president in 2024.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't
would
know.
think
They
if
say
anybody-
Bill part of the Trilateral Commission.
Nah,
Look,
You go to Epstein Island, and when you walked into Epstein's house, there was a giant picture of Bill Clinton in a dress. The president, a former president of the United States, on a giant picture in a dress. Now, tell me you ain't, tell me that ain't some Illuminati shit right there.
Well, apparently they love pizza.
Huh. They ordered a lot of pizza, huh?
A lot, yes. Okay, so not to get political here. Next, what we got? So we don't, the chat will get riled up if we mention any more. So let's try to keep it musically inclined here.
What the
Well, I got some
Oh,
here.
sorry, my
This
bad.
is
Go ahead.
He said, "Fuck you, fuck your couch."
Go ahead.
this is 19 pieces of concrete evidence that may
Okay.
prove the Illuminati has had control of the Grammy Awards for decades. Moon River hinted at the Illuminati's space domination in 1962. The Illuminati's reign over the Grammy dates all the way back to the 4th annual ceremony when the song Moon River, best known from the Audrey Hepburn movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, won for both Record of the Year and Song of the Year. It's been assumed that the Illuminati has been in cahoots with NASA and has their own top secret space program, so they definitely jumped at the chance to honor a song about the moon. And then we've got the Illuminati anthem, Hotel California, which won big in 1978. That's why you can't play any Eagles on YouTube. It's all Illuminati. See, it all connects.
Illuminati.
It all connects. Makes sense. The Eagles Hotel California is obviously a gold standard of classic rock. Anyone who's played Guitar Hero and or your dad can tell you that. The song is also hella confusing because it's packed with super ambiguous symbols about drugs, witchcraft, sex, and sacrifice. Just consider some of the lyrics. This could be heaven and this could be hell. Mirrors on the ceiling, and most ominously, we are programmed to receive. Ding, 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 Illuminati alert.
I like what Sean says here. How do you think Galileo would feel about Rihanna and Madonna becoming members? I don't think he would approve.
That's a pretty good one.
Nope.
So, Saturday Night Fever, 1979. Everyone got brainwashed by Saturday Night Fever. The psychedelic soundtrack to John Travolta's big disco movie was such a hit that it won 5 Grammys in 1979. That was no accident. The Illuminati definitely got down with the movie because it featured light pattern dance floors, highly choreographed routines that made people look brainwashed, and because of Travolta's hypnotizing hip action. Michael Jackson's Thriller dominating. And it says scared the shit out of us, 1984. The mega popular album won a record-breaking 8 Grammy Awards that night, boosted by MJ's bewitching dance moves. How in the world is it even possible for a human to move like that? Answer, it's not, unless he's not entirely human, as the terrifying Thriller music video suggests. And there's more that backs up the Illuminati here. Milli Vanilli, Billy Idol, Wu-Tang, Madonna. It just goes on and on and on. So,
Lord Spike says he installed Don Henley's home studio in Malibu. Demon statues everywhere. He really did install Don Henley's.
So
Yeah.
real quick for a humor break, I did put in the private chat if you want to play this. Because the main reason is this got brought up on our Friday show. We were talking about Tabitha and her first music that she was into was My Little Pony, and I was like, I wonder what that would sound like backwards. Here it is. So
All right.
Let's see what hidden secrets are in My Little Pony here.
Wow.
There was the mention of boots in there and some other very strange things.
No, yeah, they're definitely.
The vanilla took the cake, though. Man, all the weird stuff, and then it says vanilla.
Put it on me.
Man, somebody was looking for a snack.
Put it on me.
That was good.
Oh, so the Illuminati is basically behind My Little Pony and put those secret messages in there.
I believe it.
No hip movements.
All right, Bill Gates. Yeah, a lot of them pop stars don't write their songs. A lot of them come from songwriters. Yeah, so I mean, and
They
that's
come
what
from
a lot of-
Songwriters Anonymous, don't they?
That's what they're like. They could, but that's a lot of artists. I mean, a lot of artists sing other. They don't write their own songs. All right, so here we go. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. From one Bill to another, the theory that Bill Gates is part of the Illuminati actually makes some sense to me. Gates is responsible for some of the most revolutionary technological advancements the world has seen. But these new forms of technology have also made it easier for people to be tracked and monitored. Furthermore, he's one of the richest and most powerful men in the world, as Microsoft isn't strictly a computer company anymore, but has branched off into fields as well. My one question is this: if Bill Gates is a member of the Illuminati, Was Steve Jobs one before he passed away?
That's an interesting question.
Put it on me.
Sure. I'm sure of it. My opinion would be, of course they were. Of course Steve Jobs was. But Steve Jobs must have done something. Pissed somebody off.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
I don't know. Bill Gates, so, I mean, one of the most rich people in the world. And you know who makes the rules? He who has the gold makes all the rules. And he has a pile of gold. Yeah, now I knew that, Blue. I think you told me that before, that that Scorpion song was.
So what you were saying about piles of gold, that takes me to leprechauns. So are we controlled by leprechauns? Are the leprechauns the Illuminati? Because they're the ones with the pots of gold.
You know, never really thought about it that way.
Only Chad.
Well, it all ties in. It all ties in. See, this goes back to our fairy talk. It's the leprechauns connecting you to... Because leprechauns kept getting brought up. Everybody's like, well, leprechauns wear boots, so obviously fairies do.
All right, Jay-Z. There's a lot of joking today about which celebrities out there are actually members of the Illuminati due to their wealth, success, and influence in the world. While some of these suggest people, even with the power that comes with their last name, does anyone really think that Paris Hilton is part of a secret, powerful society? I actually do think she's part of a secret, powerful society. Don't really make any sense at all. Other possible members are actually quite believable. Oh, here we go. Jay-Z is probably the star that most people believe is actually in the Illuminati. With an incredible net worth, a hand in almost every popular industry from music to clothing and everything in between, and his constant use of the Illuminati diamond hands and the Illuminati diamond hand thing. Not to mention his encouragement of his fans to join him by raising their diamonds. There's more evidence that Jay-Z is a member of the Illuminati than any other celebrity out there. Now, you got Jay-Z and Beyonce. You know, I mean,
Well, I mean, I think Jay-Z and Beyonce. Beyonce's, was it 2012? No, 2013 halftime performance. That was some evil ass shit. Like, I watched it live, and then I rewatched the documentary thing on it. That she was channeling some crazy ass shit for real.
Man, you got to think she was born in Louisiana too,
Texas
or Texas, but she hang out in Louisiana down there in the motherfucking swamps, and there's some freaky shit
Mitch,
going on down there now.
Mitch, that's where I am, sir.
Hey, my buddy lives in Louisiana in the bayou, and there's some freaky shit be going on back there.
He's like, don't trust those people in Louisiana. Don't trust no crazy guy from Louisiana, especially if his hair's like kind of tinted blue.
No, I know some cool people. I know some cool people in the bayou in Louisiana, but I seen some freaky shit when I was in there.
I like
what happens here stays here, or we'll eat your tongue.
I like what Shirley says here. She says, perhaps inner Earth dwellers or perhaps ancient Sumerians spoke to the Anunnaki who came to Earth for gold.
Son of Snake, SOS, you changed your name?
Elon is the crown prince of the NWO.
There's nothing wrong with the NWO.
Okay, let's
We're all
read up.
free.
If Jay-Z is part of the Illuminati, it would only make sense that Beyonce would be as well. Her net worth is almost equal to his, and together the two of them are one of, if not, the richest couple in the world. She has legions of followers who will do almost anything she says, and she also frequently uses the diamond hand gesture while on stage. If the Illuminati is as real and powerful as everyone believes it to be, it would make perfect sense to have them both, Jay-Z and Beyonce, who are, without a doubt, the most powerful couple in the United States right now. And this article's a few years old, so there's probably still It's one of the most powerful companies in America right now.
I mean, I wish I had a girlfriend or a wife that was like the sexiest singer, you know, in forever. I wish. I mean, I don't see the problem. Ah.
There it is. Right there.
Well, you know what? Her bank account says she doesn't give a fuck. Chad, you're muted.
Why is that on the back of our money? You know, the all-seeing eye with the pyramid.
Because
Because that's the same thing that, you know, the Illuminati symbol, right? That they do.
yeah, but they say on the money it's the eye of providence instead of the eye of Horus, like it was originally intended. They took the truncated pyramid and changed it from what it originally was into something totally different to hide the fact that it was something else. But the best place to hide something is in plain sight.
He's absolutely right. Eye of Providence right here. The Eye of Providence, or the all-seeing eye of God, is a figure that depicts an eye often enclosed in a triangle and surrounded by rays of light or glory, meant to represent divine providence, whereas the eye of God watches over humanity. A well-known example of the Eye of Providence appears on the reverse of the Great Seal of the United States, which is depicted in the United States $1 bill.
I think we're reading into a lot of. Here's the thing. I think people read a lot into a lot of things. I'm a fan of symbols. You know, I mean, the way I do, the way I live. I mean, but it should not, I guess, depict who you are. You know, if someone does or is affiliated with an organization, I don't think they should be judged. I think the people that are bad mouthing them. I think I said this in the beginning of the show too. It's like I think the people that bad mouth the people are the ones that are jealous and the ones that were probably rejected from that organization because they couldn't get in.
Well, maybe.
So they make up a big fuss about it, you know, and make it something bigger than it is. And the people that are in this society are just laughing their asses to the bank.
I think you know what we should do right now? Give me just a sec here.
Bring up Ray.
No, I think we should play a video.
Chad, I'm joking. You didn't have to look down. It was a joke. Chad, look.
Ray hasn't been around. I kind of made Ray mad, and he's yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. all I did was do him a timeout on my show, and he hasn't been around since then.
Yeah, shit happens. I want to play a video real quick, and I figured.
Pastor Ratchet, get your ass up here.
We're kind of seeing how it's a show about the Illuminati, and we are kind of at. I am a music promoter.
Oh, I know where you're going.
I figured I would play one of these videos from the Illuminati Hotties. I mean, what better of a band to have on the show about Illuminati than the Illuminati Hotties, right?
And this is where we mute up.
So make sure you guys go over there, leave a comment, let them know where you heard their music. Tell them, and I let them know too. I left a comment over there that we'd be playing their music and showcasing them on the Rockin' Rabbit Holes tonight. So hopefully they come and check us out. But I think,
and if they would like to collab, contact me.
I think you guys will like this one. This is threatening each other. This is the Illuminati Hotties.
To make it tweaked on coffee. We're up till morning. Cross-leg on your mattress. We're practicing our death threats. Hold your breath contest. I'm sorry about my mood swings. I promise I wanna do the party, to suck on air from people having fun. But even on the good trees, it feels like I'm dying. So I tried eweed. The corner store is selling spit, bottled up for profit. I can't believe I'm buying in. Isn't that genius? Maybe before the year ends, I'll catch up on fashion. Would you look at what I'm wearing? But if you're not too embarrassed of how I go out in public, do you think that we could make a daily run? The corner store is selling spit, bottled up for profit. I can't believe I'm buying in. Isn't that genius? You didn't know it, but I think I'm trying to blow this. I loved you best under fluorescent lights. I'm getting tricked into long-term commitments and layaway plans financing my life. My mouth is dry. The corner store's got sugar to settle our consumer guilt. Once you're hooked, they'll cut a deal. Farmers markets got this thing. They say they'll cut your fruit in half. It saves you sweat, but your paw rots fast. Now twice a week you're hauling back shit. Isn't that genius?
I dig them guys.
And that's a pretty interesting song.
And there we have it.
Really like them guys.
Hello, my friends.
Yeah.
How are you this evening?
How you doing, Pastor? Doing good. Doing good.
And my sound didn't transfer totally over, so give me half a sec here.
Real quick, I was going to pull this up. This is from the 12 signs that Taylor Swift is in the Illuminati. And number one, Shake It Off is actually a love song to the Illuminati written from the perspective of a brainwashed drone. So you thought Shake It Off was just a pan to being a carefree single gal who's sick of both having people critiquing her every move and the dull as dishwater boys who think they can mess Taylor around because they think she's an idiot. However, it is actually a pan to being a carefree single gal who's sick of democracy and all that is good and holy, who has been given her mind over to the control of the New World Order. In the second line, Taylor admits that she's got nothing in brains, and later that it's like she's got the music in mind, saying it's going to be all right. That's because she's been brainwashed. As she says, the players will play, the haters will hate, the heartbreakers will break, and the fakers will fake. But come the judgment day, they will all be shaken off. That is, shaken from the face of the earth and purged in a fiery maelstrom of death. This sick beat, but some of this doesn't make sense. Bit is, of course, a reference to the distant thumping of jackboots as they march down Whitehall, Pennsylvania Avenue, the Champs Elysees, and elsewhere, where people love to breathe free and easy and without the yoke of oppression dribbling down their necks. Needless to say, the fella over there with the hella good hair is our good old pal Beelzebub himself, as foreshadowed in the I Knew You Were Trouble video. Add to that the very clear rock sign which Swifto throws halfway through, and you've got yourself a 24-karat gold confirmation that the Illuminati have infiltrated the charts and placed Taylor at the head of their quest for world domination. Yeah. So.
Wow. I got to say, even from the very first show we did on Rockin' Rabbit Holes, everything points to Taylor Swift.
Definitely.
Hey guys, I gotta run. I gotta run, guys. 4:30 come early in the morning for me.
All right, Mitch, you be careful, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for coming by. And
not a problem. I enjoy the show. At least I get to talk to people that got sense.
Yeah, thanks for coming, Mitch. It was good to meet you, man. And come back anytime you want.
I appreciate it. I'll drop back by when I get a chance.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right. Peace out, brother.
All right.
So, I mean, really, all roads are leading to Taylor Swift. I'm just saying. Now, me and Chad have talked about this a little bit before. Even a couple of shows ago, we talked about, it's how, like, why does Taylor Swift keep coming up? And then the very next show, she came up again. The very next show, again. So, I'm saying.
Okay, cool. Who owns Taylor Swift?
Yeah, who owns Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Me, I own Taylor Swift. It's me. I own her. No one can have her.
Okay, well, we know there's only like 6 entertainment companies in the country. Her record label has got to belong to one of them. So who ultimately owns her?
Well, let's see. Looks like there may be a couple.
Because you're always supposed to follow the money, right?
Since 2018, Republic Records. In 2018, here, let me bring this up here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Let me zoom in here. 2018, Swift signed a deal with Public Records, allowing her to keep the rights to her new music. Since 2018, she has released 3 albums and 2 re-recorded albums. So she signed a deal with Republic Records, but she's keeping all the rights to her music.
That's genius.
No, that is genius.
Because otherwise they take it from you and you don't ever get it back.
And it looks like Universal
here we
Music
go.
Group
There you go.
They own Republic Records.
Yeah, let's take a look at these guys, eh?
Universal. And who owns them?
That's the Illuminati.
Vanguard or BlackRock?
Yeah, good question.
They're headquartered in the Netherlands. They're a Dutch-American multinational music corporation under Dutch law.
Right here, Lucian Grange.
Yeah, Lucian Grange, CEO.
So Lucian Charles Grange is the chairman and chief executive officer for Universal Music Group. Mm-hmm.
Grange has worked in the music business his entire career.
Definitely Illuminati.
Yeah, well, if he's not Illuminati, he's definitely a grifting thief.
Well, a name like Lucian? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
How
right.
can...
That
Is
sounds
he-
like
is
a
he a
fake
musician?
name. Lucian Grange? I mean, that sounds like that's from a book or something.
That sounds like an artist I seen at the bar down in Nashville. You know, Lucian Grange.
Right.
Now, is he even a musician? You know what I'm saying? Like, how
He's
does
probably a
somebody
vampire. He sounds like
yeah,
a
how
vampire.
does somebody become a CEO of the Universal fucking Music Group? I'm sure he didn't start out as a janitor.
Well, the first thing you do is you go down to the crossroads.
Exactly. Ownership. Universal Music Group is a subsidiary of Vivendi Universal SA, a publicly owned company traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Principal subsidiary companies, Universal Music Group has some 15 record labels, including Interscope Records, The Island Def Jam Group, MCA Records, and Press Play. All of the big ones. You're muted if you're talking, Jack. I think he's recording a song.
Oh, man.
And everybody that we mentioned tonight, I bet you, is signed a major deal with the Universal Music Group. Jay-Z, so you know if Jay-Z has done it, Beyonce's done it as well.
His Rock Nation will operate as a standalone label under Universal.
Who signed Rihanna? Def Jam Recording.
Def Jam, owned by Universal.
$400 million for Drake's Universal deal. Here we go. How much money does Universal Group make? Revenue rose 21.6% or 13.6% in constant currency to 10.34 billion euros from 2022 to 8.5 billion euros in 2021.
Sorry, I'm back. Well, but what I miss?
That's a lot of money. $2 billion. It grew in 1 year, $2 billion.
Yeah, Drake, you know, first off, I knew Drake before he was Drake. Okay. I watched his ass every Saturday on Degrassi, The Next Generation. I knew that boy could rap before anything. So, yeah, I'm showing my fucking age. I love it, you know. A lot of stars came from that show. It was dramatic. It was like Saved by the Bell with STDs. No lie. That's the only way to describe it, man.
So I dropped a link in the private chat. It goes higher up. They're the people above, basically Lucian, it looks like.
Neolution? Are we talking about
the CEO of Vivendi, Vincent Bolor, I think's his name.
Well, try the next one.
Oh,
Meet
High
the
Pass Rapture?
actual Illuminati. Is this the right one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the right one.
yeah.
Meet the actual Illuminati controlling the music industry. Says Jay-Z doesn't have shit on Vincent Bolor, Len Blavatsky, or Lee Ka-shing. I believe it was Pusha T, a.k.a. J.D. Rockefeller, who mocked Lil Wayne with the line, "You signed to one N-word that signed to another N-word that signed to three N-words. Now that's bad luck." While the line sounds like a well-placed jab at the MC, well, that's not how I read it.
Speaking of Illuminati, Demi Lovato just posted on Instagram. Just letting everybody know. I know.
So basically, it goes into Lucian, and then it goes to basically the higher us up above him.
Oh, wow.
Right, but he didn't chase it all the way up. So Universal's under whose umbrella? One of the big six.
In 2012,
I wish I
UMG
was under Universal's umbrella.
In 2012, UMG bought the floundering EMI's recording music operation. I remember EMI for $2 billion. Remember?
You don't
how
remember
happy-
EMI?
No, do remember MI.
Oh.
Yes.
Remember how happy we were when Dre became the first hip hop billionaire? UMG spent 2 Dr. Dre's in one day to absorb one of Europe's premier record labels. UMG possessing 36% share of total record music revenues globally.
Wait, is rap music
So
a genre?
UMG possesses almost 40% of the total recorded music revenues.
Yeah, and Lucian,
Globally.
and Lucian's the CEO.
I don't know. I
Lucian
don't know.
fucking Grange.
I don't know about UMG, but I know that I ripped off bmgmusic.com for free CDs like 50 times. That Bill Me Later, that was the shit.
Oh, Columbia Records. I had so many tapes. I don't think I ever paid more than a penny.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dozen
like
cassettes.
fake names. Dude, I got like all the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all that shit. I don't hate. I don't deny it. I love pop music. I was all about it, man. You know,
You're showing your age, Jack. That's all it is. That's all it is, brother.
Lucian Grange is a big fucking deal in the music industry. When Billboard did an annual power survey, he was voted #1. He has more influence on the music industry than almost anyone alive. Yet how many of even the most hardcore students of the game would recognize him if they saw him here?
who's that? Who?
Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah, I already showed you.
We
a picture
were
of
talking
him.
about Lucian when you were singing a song or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on a POF live. You know, trying to get that money. You know.
Okay, here we go. Lucian Grange could single-handedly end a lot of people's careers, but even Lucian could be forced out. He's about to get his ass fired. Excuse me. Back in June, it was reported that Grange would need to find new employment unless serious changes occurred. I don't know about you, but there's something so comforting about even Lucian Grange sweating his bosses like the rest of us. But who are these bosses? Who can fire the most powerful man in music? A French multinational mass media company called Vivendi.
Hey Clay, apparently you need to turn your mic up, but I think you're good over here. Maybe you're low for some other people.
I can turn it up a bit here.
Because yours is like there's one extreme to it or nothing. For some reason on your end, always.
There, I turned it up a little bit. So I want
All right.
to Google this Vivendi real quick, but I'm not going to do it with an open window. Learned my lesson there.
Well, while you're doing that, real quick, I did want to share this because I was
it a dating site, Chad?
I was trying to do a search on how Illuminati make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh,
Um,
fuck you,
I,
bro.
I didn't find that, but this was interesting. It's basically if you were going to explain to an alien how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it's step by step, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to share that with the chat.
Whoever mixes their peanut butter and jelly in a bowl is going to hell. Satan has a place for you, like right there on the throne, right there. That's so disgusting. Why the fuck would you ever do that? Like,
Well, they do explain it to the aliens completely wrong because that's how I would have explained it to them. Definitely mix it in a bowl. They don't mention that, so the aliens would be totally confused. They're like, "Huh? Why don't we just put this in a bowl?" So
Yeah, and if you guys are not sure what we're talking about, here, let me show you here real quick. Someone asked me what it tastes like.
you said the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich you ever had.
Well, I said it tastes like peanut butter and jelly.
So
why make the extra dish? That makes no damn sense.
it's about the mix, though, and about the fun of mixing it. I mean,
Okay, if that's what floats your boat, there you go.
it's
So
still wrong. Don't mix it in a goddamn bowl.
so if
That's
I'm explaining it
that's
to
the
if I'm explaining it to an alien, I'm definitely going to tell them that they need a bowl
This
first.
show's not about aliens. That was like 3 weeks ago, Chad. Get on it. This is the subject.
Well, it's conspiracies. We can bring up aliens. Aliens are probably involved with Illuminati. I mean, come on.
Oh wait, peanut butter on syrup
Speaking of-
actually tastes good.
Of the Illuminati. Let's get back to that.
Yeah.
So, the
Please.
UMG group is owned by Vivendi. What is Vivendi, you may ask?
Isn't that
Vivendi
money?
SA engages in the provisions of media and telecommunication services. The company was founded on December 17, 1987, and is headquartered in Paris, France. Use Forbes logos and quotes in your marketing. Vivendi company stats as of June 2023. Well, I don't care about that. Vivendi is a global leader in culture, entertainment, media, and communications, promoting creation in all its diversity and revealing talent are at the heart of Vivendi's strategy. What companies are under Vivendi? I'm not going to open that up to find out. Here we go. Oh, well, okay. I only know one of these companies. Vivendi is a company primarily focused on digital entertainment. It owns the French TV channel and movie producer Canal Plus Group, book publisher Editus, communication company Havas Group, video games company Gameloft. Now, I know Gameloft. That's a big gaming company there. And video hosting services Daily Motion.
I know Daily Motion. Daily Motion does all those articles every day.
Who's the largest shareholder of Vivendi?
Bolloré.
Bolloré, 31.35%. You know, it's funny. You think that you go from one company just to another one, to another one, to another one. Here we go. Who is the CEO of Vivendi?
Hey,
Arnaud
Allie, that's just you, I think.
Poyfontaine, Vivendi's chairman of the management board and CEO is Arnaud.
I'm a step ahead of you, but I'll tell you, you got to keep going. Got to keep chasing that up. You got to keep chasing the money. It gets
right.
It feels like we're chasing a rabbit.
No, because it goes to a particular, what's his name? Financier del Ode is the holding company, owns 63% of Bolloré, and that's the holding company controlled by the Bolloré's family. I mean, it's a freaking inside-out criminal empire, right? Oh, I got a good way of putting it.
He's also CEO of Habas, which is a spin-off of Vivendi. Bolloré is the largest shareholder at approximately 30% of the company.
And what's going to be funny, this is going to be the one show that where you get like that hard strike, Clay, or we all get it for no damn reason, but now we know why.
Hey, stock's up in Vivendi too. It's up 7%.
Hey, we're just chasing rainbows, man.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Vivendi SE consists of several leading companies in the content production, communication, and media. Group Canal, a leading operator in paid television in France, Poland, Central Europe, Africa, and Asia. Studio Canal, Europe's leading player in the production, acquisition, distribution, and international sales of films and TV series. Havas, a world-leading communication group organized into 3 operating units that cover all businesses in the sector. Prisma Media, Editus, Gameloft, Vivendi Village, and
2024 is the year of the dragon.
How do you say? Al Grenade? Yeah. A pyramid, alley grenade. Yeah. A pyramid setup. Yeah, absolutely. With the only way that I can call them is the Committee of 300, and I know it's probably way bigger than that at this point, but it's going to be, you're the elitist of the elite at the very top of the pyramid. Because you chase any of these entertainment companies up high enough, and they all basically end in one of a very few locations.
This hand gesture didn't come up yet, but that's one of the other ones. And here's Elvis.
Isn't it like white power too? Isn't this like white power apparently? Like, hey.
No, it's one of the Illuminati gestures. A certain president does it all the time.
Shut up.
The last guy.
The best guy? Yeah. See, Chad wants to fucking poke the bear. He's good at poking the fucking bear.
I ain't doing anything. I'm just sharing a picture of Elvis. Just sharing a picture of Elvis.
The stank face mugshot. That's nice.
Amazing. No, it's not stank face. What it is like, you think you got me.
But yeah, and then putting it right up against the one of Martin Luther. Yeah.
It's some bullshit, dude. Straight like, damn. Anyways.
Well, what did the Illuminati believe?
I think the media is Illuminati. Oh, Clay totally went down,
absolutely.
bro. I can barely hear you.
That's because I'm not talking into the microphone.
Oh, the owls. Yeah.
It says, what did the Illuminati believe? There are two sides to the historical Illuminati, their odd rituals and their ideals. The Illuminati did plenty of unusual things. They used symbols like the owl, adopted pseudonyms to avoid identification, and had complicated hierarchies like novice, Minerval, and illuminated Minerval that divided the ranks in the beginning, or that divided the ranks. In the beginning, Hodap says Illuminati members didn't trust anyone over 30 because they were too set in their ways. Other reports or rituals are harder to confirm, but we know that members were very paranoid and used spy-like protocol to keep one another's identities secret. But while they were following these bizarre rituals, they also promoted a worldview that reflected Enlightenment ideals like rational thought and self-rule. Anti-clerical and anti-royal, the Illuminati were closer to revolutionaries than world rulers, since they sought to infiltrate and upset powerful institutions like the monarchy. Well,
That'd be what's her face, wouldn't it? Isn't it?
Hillary?
No, the I can't think of her name right now. The chick that married into the royal family and now caused all kinds.
Oh,
of
Megan.
problems. Yeah. Thank you.
Let me give you
Like
guys.
I should know that.
I
Megan.
try not to let those names fill up any space in my head. So
I just know it because she's the one bitch that's like saying "fuck you."
Rihanna doing it right there.
you got a whole butt ton of idiots out in the audience doing the same thing, even though they have no fucking idea what the hell they're doing.
You said idiots do that? What?
Oh, fuck you!
You get it's a symbol of power, and you get enough people out in the audience doing that. That's ceremony. So what are they doing?
Hey, here's the deal. Here's what I want you guys. Well, Chad already knows about this. Some of you guys out there don't. But when you see interviews of or pictures of filmmakers, independent Hollywood, this is what the thing is to do. You rest your index fingers right here, and you have your fingers like this. Am I wrong, Chad?
I'm not in the Illuminati. I don't know nothing about this. I honestly don't.
Dicks.
I'm gonna give you're probably right, but most of the time people are being interviewed from like a 45-degree angle or something like that, so you can't actually see what they're doing with their hands.
Well,
But it's interesting that they're doing it.
Like you see Entertainment Weekly, filmmakers are always kind of like this.
It also is
See?
pointing an arrow towards your mouth as well. So it's drawing the eyes towards the mouth.
Listen, Pastor, stop trying to, you know what I'm saying. Let me be right.
Actually, it's not, dude. I'm just putting out other information. Shit, it's not a matter of being wrong or right.
No, I'm fucking with you. No, you're right. It's actually manipulation. Because if I'm pointing right here unintentionally or intentionally, your mouth, your eyes are going to go straight to where I'm pointing just because of how humans are.
Yeah, sort of like all the times that Barack scratched his face with his middle finger.
Yeah, right.
This isn't political, but I agree.
Well, did the Illuminati manage to control the world? Historians tend to think that the Illuminati were only mildly successful at best in becoming influential, though of course there are also those who believe the Illuminati successfully took over the world and still control it today. If an all-powerful group does dominate the world, we probably wouldn't know about it, right?
Delta.
And then a lot of people probably don't. It's also difficult to untangle the success of the Illuminati from that of the Freemasons, which they infiltrated and co-mingled with. It's just tough to tell what influence the Illuminati actually had as opposed to the influence people think they had. We do know the Illuminati had some influential members along with many dukes and other leaders who were powerful but are forgotten today. Some sources think writer Jonathan Goat was a member of the group, though other sources dispute the claim. In a way, Illuminati influence depends on what you believe about them. If you think their revolutionary ideals spread to other groups like the French Revolution's Jacobins, then they were successful. If you think those ideas would have prospered regardless, then they were mainly a historical curiosity.
Dom, get your ass up here. We got 14 minutes left. I'm sorry, 12.
Well, it's funny because anytime people talk about Freemasons, the Illuminati kind of comes with it. So it does make sense that the Illuminati
What,
and the
Clay?
Freemasons would have commingled and to like one more powerful group would make sense.
Or it's just all smoke and mirrors.
Or it's
And we're all
smoke and
fucked.
mirrors. And it's, you know, what we see 5 or 6, you know, people, or we should say board members that run, you know, the largest media corporation in the world. And you have, you know, 5 or 6 people. And that's probably why, you know, we see so many indie artists here on YouTube, because you got idiots like that, part of the Illuminati, that you can't become part of.
I'm not saying it's not impossible to become, you know, a part of them. I think it's.
My daddy was a Freemason. My grandfather was a 33rd degree Scottish Mason. I still don't know shit about it.
My grandfathers were in, what's the other one? Not the Mason. It's the with the hats. Fucking
The Shriners?
Shriners. Yeah, Shriners.
That's actually above. That's stepping above your highest position in Freemasonry. It's a whole new level of stuff. Supposedly.
Really?
Yeah, that's the rumor I heard.
Both my grandfathers were Shriners. Then they had the hats and the fucking. Oh my God, I had, dude. If I had like $100 for every time I had one of those goddamn mints growing up, I'd probably be. I wouldn't be here. Oh, you know, hey, Clay, check the chat but what's order of the no, never mind. That's right. Private chat. Sorry, private chat. I'm sending you something.
Now, we've discussed quite a bit about the Illuminati. I think it's a real thing. I think there are a handful of people at the very top that are just sitting in their upper level, you know, mansions looking down at the rest of the world thinking, how can we fuck with these people next?
Well, I'll throw
could
out,
be wrong.
if anybody wants to take a stab at reading Committee of 300, be my guest. It's not really a hard read, but if it's something that you're going to try and take notes on, it's going to drive you insane because it's got too much information in it. And after reading, I got about a quarter of the way through, I was so absolutely disgusted with the Committee of 300, the elites of the elites of the elites, that just completely, not just our lives, but the entire human race has been held back to the nth degree by the greed of this small group of people. It's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, and Chris Lane Sr., maybe if you were here at the beginning of the show, that we dived deep into the Illuminati and everything. That's what you have to kind of rewind.
Well, and we do only have about 10 minutes left, but before we're up, I want to show you guys. You too can be part of the Illuminati. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. This comes from the official IlluminatiMembers.org website, and I'll give you guys a link if you want to become part of the Illuminati. By all means.
I don't think sharing our site is very smart.
Jack was saying early on he definitely wanted to be a part of it.
Shut the fuck up.
You were. You want to sign up to be a clone and get replaced.
There is so much I have to tell you
sound-
after this, Chad. There's so much. Shut the fuck.
And aliens are a big piece of this, Jack. You were like, what do the aliens have to do with it? See, the aliens.
Shut the fuck up.
The aliens are who founded the Illuminati. Okay, those are the reptilians that are still here on Earth, and you have to basically sell yourself to them. They replace you with a clone, with a cloning machine, and then it's not really you that makes the money. It's not you that really gets the fame. It's your clone that does.
So what happens to you?
That's the question. What does happen?
I'm going to take a stab at it and say you die.
Yeah, right. They replace you completely.
They replace you 100% completely, and then they don't need you anymore. Mm-hmm. You're just a meat sack at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they're going to recycle you.
They have everything they needed out of your brain.
Maybe eat you.
Hey, maybe, man, it's still recycling.
Yeah.
Now, the site is a true site. It is the official Illuminati members.org, where you, and it's a pretty strict, I kind of checked it a little bit, and they don't mess around. You actually have to talk to somebody to get in. Should we see how far I can get?
Absolutely.
I don't have what app is it? I don't have WhatsApp on here, so I couldn't do it anyway if I wanted to. Let me see. Let me download it here real quick.
No, don't
see how long it'll take. I just don't want
Clay.
WhatsApp.
Clay, it's malware.
Clay, shut.
What? I was gonna sign up for the Illuminati, bro.
Do it from a fucking VPN or from a sandbox, but Jesus Christ, don't expose your computer to that shit.
Yeah, you're right. I better not sign up.
We wouldn't like it if you did it.
You wouldn't know if I did anyway.
Hey, you're right, but it's your computer, bro.
We really wouldn't like it if you did it live on air.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
And seeing mine's got a ghost in the machine right now. Yeah.
All right. Now, the big thing is next Sunday. Now, this is just me, but it seems all roads have been leading to a Taylor Swift conspiracy show. I mean, come on.
Only if Ray's here in a blonde wig.
Right? I'd see every single, like all of these, other than maybe the fairy wear boots, but I think she might have came up even in that, but all of these, every single one of them, Taylor Swift has came up in. I think maybe we just need to do a full-on 2-hour show and really delve into Taylor Swift and see if she really is towards the top of that pyramid.
Yeah, I think if she may not have come up in the discussion, but she's definitely should have been a part of that discussion. Because
I'm pretty sure she did, because did we refer to her as like Tinkerbell? Oh, see, Chad searched for it, and she wears boots. Fuck off.
Well, she has free will, as all fairies do, to wear or not wear
boots if she wants.
Those legs wrapped around my face. Here's the price.
Legs are insured for $40 million.
You know what? I will ensure they are greased, and every spot is looked at, making sure there's no imperfections.
Yeah, but if you're all right, then she's a clone.
Right.
I just don't. But look, when I've been,
she could wrap her legs around your face and then eat your face.
Right.
The thing is I just hope my glasses don't break when I bend over, to kiss her lips, because if she crosses her legs, I'm done.
Yep.
Take your head clean off.
I think Wayne might be right. I think you will need the professor for that one.
Yeah, the professor is a big Taylor Swift fan, so hopefully the professor is listening to this and will join us because he definitely classes up the place. He
Yeah,
definitely,
it definitely brings some knowledge and some
professionalism.
educational professionalism with him.
Yeah, exactly. Because all we are is, a bunch of idiots with Google. So.
Yep.
Speak for yourself, brother.
Oh, you use Bing? I got you.
Nope. I've
Dude,
got
I remember
a head
when
full
Yahoo
of useless
was-
information, and sci-fi and conspiracy that takes up a lot of hard drive space. So I'm one of those guys that knows a little bit about a lot of things.
Well, what can you tell me about this? Because I really like this.
3.5 minute mark, Clay.
That's pretty sweet. Pretty badass.
No, that is pretty cool. I gotta admit.
It's some interesting artwork.
Yeah, that's some like Illuminati devil worshiping stuff there.
You know what?
And it's like an alien head too, because the elongated skull.
It looks like my next tattoo.
Well, I don't know. I kind of think the inverted pyramid's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that is.
You're going to take the symbol of the Illuminati and turn it on its head, so it's basically anti-Illuminati.
Hey, if you flip the Chicago Bulls symbol upside down, it's a crab fucking a alien or alien fucking a crab.
I'll have to try that later.
Chad, bring it up real quick. Hurry. Upside down Chicago Bulls symbol.
Hold on.
It's fucking. You'll never see it the same way again.
I was already on something here. Hang on.
Oh well, fine. Let me go do it. No. Cody says, Chad, you look extra handsome tonight. So.
Thank you. You said the Bulls.
Yeah, Chicago.
So now you're bringing Michael Jordan into this.
Hey, that's some
dare you.
great Breaking
No.
Bad Funko Pop you got
I
there.
would definitely say Michael Jordan was part of the Illuminati. I mean,
How
that guy
dare
ran
you. How
Nike
dare you.
for years.
Genetically modified to give him his jumping abilities.
Right?
It was
He's
all in his
probably a
shoes.
clone.
He was
He's
spreading
probably a
his
clone.
DNA in the shoes.
But his shoes specifically were like bionic shoes?
Dude, his shoes were great. I could never afford them, so I went to like Reebok. I got the Shaqs. Hey, there it is. Alien fucking a crab.
I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can kind of.
I can see the alien.
Yeah.
The crab.
I can see the alien.
Do
I think
the white
this
one.
is
No, do the stencil.
Illuminati.
Do the white stencil. God damn it! Find the white. It's the.
No, I can see the alien.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
alien.
that was- But yeah, for all we know, I could,
That's pretty cool there.
Yeah, that's a good one, definitely.
So,
Well,
what did we learn?
Jack, Illuminati, yes or no?
Yep.
Chad, Illuminati, yes or no?
Oh, there's definitely Illuminati. Yeah.
Pastor, definitely. I'm gonna say you'd probably gonna say yes, definitely.
Yep, just
Illuminati.
not by that name.
Yeah, and I think there definitely is powers controlling, whether it be the Illuminati or whatever.
Well, I would say anytime you have people, there's always going to have really greedy people trying to take all the power, trying to take all of the control, trying to decide who and, like basically have their own little club and have everybody else kind of be left in the dark about it. And that's human nature, I think, because there's always going to be greedy people. There are going to be people that want to help people and also want everybody to, enjoy all that there is. They want them to be free. They believe in free will, just like the fairies. But then there's going to be the people that want to force everybody at gunpoint to wear boots. So and that's Illuminati essentially.
Yes, Allie. we're I think Clay's about to roll out though, but you can, if anyone wants to chill, I don't know how long everyone's staying, but we do like an after show talk, and then it is what it is.
All right, I'm just looking at some stuff here. Just want to remind everybody that coming this Friday, me and Chad are going to have the regular indie artist show. So the artists that show up in chat are going to get played. We can play about 35 artists or so in a night. So basically the first 30 or 35 artists that show up will get played first. However many we can play within 6 hours. Also, Friday night, we have 3 field trips lined up. We have one with Phantom Agents and Clint, which I'm looking forward to that. We have one with Pole, Vault, and Sunshine, so I'm looking forward to that. And we also have one with Abe the Band.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Wayne's the week after? Because I was
15th.
like, wait. Okay, 15th
Wayne
is
is
Wayne.
the 15th.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have like 3 premieres that night.
Nope. And then the following week is the karaoke show. So we won't have I haven't had any scheduled for that show. And then the following week, September 15th, we have a field trip to Wayne Hacker and also the Lily Pillies that night. So
Actually, there should be no field trip on the I think if we do any field trips on the karaoke,
show.
it should be to their channels.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
you
what we're
were
doing?
on the like you were doing on the ladies show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's-
so
that was a
CC
good idea.
karaoke and Punk Media
Punk Media
karaoke, Steve Harloha, and then
Dom's gonna be there. I'll be there singing karaoke. So
And that's gonna be on a Saturday night, right?
no, it's a Friday.
night.
It's going to replace the Friday show.
I know.
All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and thank you guys for helping us get to the bottom of the Illuminati. And if you guys have any suggestions or any music conspiracies that you want us to delve into, then you guys can leave a comment and let us know in the comments what you might want to see. So I think next week we're going to be focusing on Taylor Swift because it just seems all roads have led to this Taylor Swift show. So we're going to delve into Taylor Swift and see how Illuminati she really is.
And I'll say
Love to
this:
dive
I
into
know
Taylor Swift.
less about Taylor Swift than I do the Illuminati, so I'll be learning.
So it will be a lot of fun. Also, shout out to the Illuminati Hotties, who we've been playing tonight, and we're going to take us home tonight with a video from them. Let me bring this up here. This one is titled Sandwich Sharer, and I got to say, the Illuminati Hotties, they're a new band for me, but I'm just digging their style. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. We will see you next Sunday on Rock and Rabbit Holes.
Peace out.
We started kissing. You said I'm dreaming. I couldn't stop from laughing, 'cause that's the realest thing I me on